Hi guys, so this week I am 3 weeks post-op. We'll start with my stats. Start weight was 116 kilos, 0.6. Op weight was 111.1. Current weight is 103.2, which is a total loss of 13.4. So basically I'm feeling pretty good actually. I got my hair done yesterday, so that's making me feel a lot better. For the last, not today, today's been a good day. For the last 5 days, I've been feeling pretty down and low and just like a little bit depressed. I don't know really what it was. It wasn't something that had triggered me to feel that way, but I just couldn't shake my funk that I had been going on. But I told myself that once I got my hair done, I'd be feeling better. So I definitely feel like I'm feeling better. So hopefully it was just a little bit of blues. I wasn't feeling regret or anything. I guess I was feeling maybe frustrated because I'm on the puree stage, which is not that great. I'm not really a fan of puree. I'm finding it hard to find something that I like, and I make something and I eat it and I think I like it, but then I don't want it again. So then I'm left with this batch of stuff that I don't want, that the family's not going to eat because, well, actually my baby will eat it. I made the other night fish and sweet potato. I probably should have left them separately and it would have tasted a lot nicer. But anyway, my son has been eating them and he has been loving it. So that's great. Yeah, so food's just boring. Just not boring, but just don't know what I want. And it's just like a funny thing. And one thing that I've been talking about on my group as well is the struggle of actually chewing, like, and being conscious of chewing, because once I put the food in my mouth, I automatically go to swallow it without chewing it properly, and then before I know it I've swallowed some when I'm consciously trying to chew it. So trying to get my head all around that, and also being puree, I guess it's not like it's something solid to eat, but I think it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle once I get to solids mainly, and stuff like that. I've been having, my favourite at the moment is I've been having a crusket, half a crusket, don't normally finish it, because if you suck on them and chew them really good, they go down to nothing. I've been having that with smashed avocado, which is delicious, and I've also been having bassa fillets with avocado as well, and smashing it together, and it tastes really good. But other than that, yeah, don't really like much else. I am not quite getting enough fluid in. I'm trying, but it's so difficult. Today I've probably only nearly drunk 600 mils, and it is 6:30 at night, 6 o'clock at night. So I really need to focus on that more, but I don't really feel like I'm feeling dehydrated, but it's just you constantly got to be on the ball with fluids and, you know, eating and all that sort of stuff. And if you go out and you're distracted, then you miss your time frame to drink your food. I saw my dietitian today. She said all my stats are going really well and I'm perfect, going really on point and stuff like that. And to make sure that with the puree stage, to make sure that you puree something that's supposed to be pureed, not puree something that's real food and you try and puree it and then it just doesn't work. And so, you know, what your kids and family are having for dinner might not necessarily puree up very nice. So I start soft foods on Tuesday, which is in 6 days, which is a bit exciting. Perfect stew weather here, it's freezing. The other night it got to 1.6 degrees, which I know it's not quite snow weather if there's any Americans watching, but it's cold, okay? And I lived in the Pilbara for 5 years in Karratha, where it used to get to 45 degrees, 50 degrees, and super warm, and then coming to winter in Perth has just been a struggle. We're freezing. So yeah, she gave me a few tips and trips. Apparently with soft food is to make sure that you use sauce and use your gravy with the things that you're eating to make sure it's really soft, because your sleeve is like a funnel, and if you try and put something down a funnel with not very much liquid, it's not going to go down very well. But you know, if you have fluid in it, it's going to go down a lot easier. They recommend soft food to be from 6 to 8 weeks post-op. So around the 6-week mark, after being on the soft foods for 2 weeks, then I will slowly start introducing some solid food. And yes, I will get to have eggs. I've been so wanting eggs. I don't know why. My dietitian, I think I mentioned this in my last video, the dietitian doesn't recommend eggs before 4 to 5 weeks, because apparently they're quite dense and go down quite hard and not quite as easy to go down as what you think. And also, yes, they had people being admitted into hospital that had eggs, so they just don't really like to take the risk of whether you're going to be one of those people or you're going to be okay with it. So I've come to terms with that, and I'm going to be a good girl and make sure that I haven't had them yet. She talked about plateauing. I am 3 weeks today. I have not plateaued yet as such. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week I'll have a day where I don't lose weight. But it's only 1 day, it's not 2 days, it'll just be 1 day that I don't lose any weight. She said that when I do plateau, just to make sure that if it goes on for a little while, that I do check what I'm eating, because just because I'm not eating a lot of calories and I'm not eating a lot of food, if I'm eating the wrong foods, then that could also, you know, reflect on my weight loss. So, you know, if I'm trying to stay pretty healthy as such, like, you know, it's recommended that you can have custard and icy poles and jelly and stuff, whereas I've stayed away from that stuff just because I don't want to make things harder for myself once I go on to normal food, because I was a self-confessed sugar addict. So I have made it my goal to not have those foods, because I've had this surgery for a reason, and so I don't want to be having those foods. But yeah, so, you know, if you're having, you know, custard or cheesy sauce or whatever in your diet and you've plateaued, to make sure that you take a look at your diet and see if there's something that you can take out and replace with something a bit better, just to help yourself get through that plateau. So I'm going to make sure that I, you know, try and stick to that and make a mental note. Yeah, so toilet wise, things are going great. I'm a big poo talker for all my ladies in my group. We all talk about poo, and I get tagged in it all the time. Thank you so much. But yeah, it was a little bit slow at the beginning. I'd go probably 5 to 4 days, but now I'm sort of going every three days. No diarrhea or constipation, sorry. I haven't gotten full to the point where I've been stuck or felt uncomfortable. I've only just gotten to the point where I go, yep, I've had enough, I'm done. At the moment I'm probably eating a quarter of a cup, pretty much at most, and I'm satisfied after that, so that's good. One thing that my dietitian recommended today is that to go on when you feel hungry, not to go on when you feel like you should be having food. So, you know, when I used to go to the gym, we used to eat every 3 hours. If I'm not feeling hungry, to not eat. And she said that it's okay to skip meals. So, I mean, obviously she's the expert and stuff like that, but I feel like I still want to be making sure I'm getting the right nutrition. But yeah, she said it's okay to skip meals or whatever, but I'll just see how I go. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. I promised my husband that I would keep it in 10 minutes because he's my little editing buddy here. He's spent a lot of time today. I just lied and said that I was going to finish, but I'm not quite finished. I haven't put any of my videos live yet, and he's pressuring me to put them live now, and I'm freaking out because I don't want people to think, who's this person? So, I think I'm going to do it, but anyway, don't laugh, and feel free to like or leave any comments or whatever, or share my page. Okay, thank you. Bye.